So Lorna Shore's drummer reached out to me on Instagram, told me that he may want to work with our company, and I was super excited. They're a band that I've been wanting to work with for a long time. So he sent me the song, and instantly I saw this post-apocalyptic epic journey. We wanted to approach it as if it was a little movie we were making. We were inspired by the movie The Road. Once the script was set, it was just like, okay, how do we make this thing come to life?
I'm Taegan Obertus. I'm the other half of Versa Films. I was the art director, so I handled everything from locations to set to props, as well as costumes. And I had a couple helpers with me, and we tackled it all. I started the project just by going around Saskatchewan and Alberta and trying to find as many hidden gems in Saskatchewan. And then finding those locations actually helped motivate the story even more and helped us fill in those little details.
I've always wanted to shoot in the Badlands. It just feels like the perfect place for a Western movie. It's desolate, it's huge, it's vast, and it's both like awe-inspiring, but also kind of like haunting to be in a space like that. Like it feels like the earth could swallow you alive.
When I read the script, I was blown away. I thought, is this for a music video or a short film? Kellan is the patriarch of a family. He loses his wife. He loses his son to this toxic air, trying to find something, anything worth living for, because everything that he had that was worth living for is gone.
This is a place that lacks water, it lacks life. People have died because the air is toxic. He goes on this big journey and we don't know kind of what he's looking for. Kind of has no will to live other than to find a moment where he can reconnect with the earth, almost as if he's not going to let the world fully take this moment away from him.
Dylan, I think, recognized an opportunity with this script to do something that was stripped back a little bit. And what that meant is embracing the journey aspect of the story by kind of doing a road trip production ourselves.
Production value.
And I think you really get a sense of world building from watching Kellan journey through all of these different unique locations.
Compared to other productions, we're going to need more time because some of our time is going to be driving 3 to 4 hours just to get to the next spot. We shot for about 6 days. It wasn't non-stop shooting because there was so much travel, and we need people that were like, we're going to like each other by the end of this project. So it was just people with like great spirits, hard workers, and people who just like really got what we were trying to make.
We created a wide range of props to fill this world, one being a collection of different oxygen tanks, which we actually sourced old fire hydrants, old thermoses. We made other props like these tiny vials that contain the stabilizer fluid. What I like to do with my designs is I love detail. So I got one of my assistants to make a custom label that has OBL for Oblivion, and then it spells out Lorna. The exterior scenes are very dry, very earthy, and we wanted something to really pop. So even in the mask, I used these bright blue lights. In the plastic, in the house, we had the bright blue plastic. The vials had the blue liquid. So that was a bit of a motif that carried through the video.
Dylan and I spent a couple days doing a shot list. What he takes to music videos really is a strong directorial sensibility when it comes to weaving a cinematic story. And when we're telling this big epic story, he's mapping parts of the drama to parts in the track. And because it's an 8-minute track, there were these incredible beats to hit. I think we've worked together for long enough that there's a bit of a shared language for how to best frame certain scenes and what to do with characters, where to put them. Did some searching so that we could find a wider anamorphic lens. We used the entire 2x Z-squeeze on the open gate sensor, which meant we had a ridiculously wide aspect ratio, like 2.91 to 1. And that with the ultra wide 21mm lens, it was some of the widest landscapes I think I've shot. We were also able to use that same lens setup in the fight to get close to the characters, which gave us a really intimate feel with that.
The fight scene and killing the Scavenger to survive stayed with me for hours. Kellan, I think, mentally breaks. And to be there and to lock into that for a few moments, I recall very vividly when we were done that scene, I just took a few steps back, I had to sit down, and I just cried for like 10 full minutes. The lines between Brett and Kellan crossed over, and I had to just sort of relax for a minute. I had to bring myself back. And having Dylan as our leader made the whole thing a lot easier. The communication was there, the care was there, and I learned a lot from him, and I will take that moving forward with other projects.
Working with Dylan and VersaFilms in general is absolutely the greatest experience.
When I originally reached out to Dylan, just because I was a huge fan of his work, honestly I was just blown away by it. Just how fast and how on point he was without any guidance, just totally understood the mission.
It was really cool to have someone that you trust with your art execute it in a way that was way cooler than what you had envisioned.
Everybody's really sweet, undeniably extremely Canadian. Overall, it was probably one of the most pleasant video experiences that I've had.
The way that Dylan imagined this video is the same exact way that we wanted it to be portrayed.
The final result was amazing, and his whole team is just fucking awesome.
I don't know, it was a different experience to see the VersaFilms team and how hard they worked and how much they cared, and it just felt like a great group of people.
I'm really grateful that a band like Lorna Shore trusts me to kind of bring their song to life with a music video. They got the vision that I had right away. I think I understood what they were going for with their song and what they hoped to achieve with this video. And I think our team put out some of the best work we've done. I'm really proud of the kind of world building we created, the visuals, and the performances. This is one of my favorite projects to date for sure.